Farmers Insurance. Simple human sense.
We only have 3 of our 4 quad cams working this morning, and it's due to the storms from yesterday. It looks like our Hillsdale camera's down, and I'm hoping it's just because of a power outage and not because it's 6 miles away. Now, that wind brought in cooler temperatures this morning, seeing the 30s and 40s. We'll be seeing even more damage likely when the sun comes up. 7:22 sunrise, 8:04 sunset. We're going to have about 12 hours and 42 minutes to clean up after these storms and get ready for the next round, which we're tracking as 6 News This Morning continues.
WLNS is here for you with 6 News This Morning.
Yeah, severe storms swept through mid-Michigan on Sunday, leaving behind widespread damage and thousands without power this morning. Good morning, Mid-Michigan. It's Monday, March 31st. I'm Jorma Duran.
And I'm Megan Maselli. Thank you so much for joining us.
6 News is here for you now with this morning's top stories. Recovery and cleanup efforts will soon get underway this morning in many Mid-Michigan communities.
This comes after severe storms brought strong winds, hail, lightning, and possible tornadoes. 6 News digital reporter Dalen Huff joins us now live in Jackson to show us some of the aftermath.
That's right. Good morning.
Well, good morning, Megan and Jorma. I'm at the location in Jackson County where a roof of a mobile home was ripped off during last night's storms. You can see it kind of right behind me here. Now, a resident of the community says no one was home at the time, but other properties in this area were damaged as well. Let's take a look at that. Now, I'm going to move out of the way here just so you can see a little bit of the extensive damage. Now, I spoke to Katie earlier this morning, and she says Jackson County saw 96-mile-per-hour winds. Over to the west of us in Grand Rapids, they saw 81-mile-per-hour winds. Battle Creek says they saw 64-mile-per-hour winds. In Lansing, we had 62-mile-per-hour winds, and this caused many trees down and a lot of power lines down as well. As Katie mentioned earlier, there are people who are still without power. If you go to WLNS.com, you can see what communities are without power right now. And if any viewers out there, if you guys have pictures or videos that you want to send to us, go ahead and go to the the Pics on 6 section of our website, WLNS.com, to submit those. Here for you live in Jackson County, Dalen Huff, 6 News.
All right, Dalen, we appreciate that. Well, thousands of Michiganders are waking up this morning in the dark as a result of those storms. And so far, Consumers Energy is reporting nearly 3,700 outages that are impacting more than 160,000 customers. Officials with the utility say more than 600 crews are currently working to restore power across the state. Meanwhile, the Lansing Board of Water and Light is reporting 29 active outages impacting 460 customers. We're also currently seeing school closures as a result of these power outages. You can see those closures scrolling on the bottom of your screen or on our website, WLNS.com.
Severe storms also slammed much of western Michigan, killing 3 people and hospitalizing 3 others in Kalamazoo County. It happened just after 5:30 yesterday evening in Climax Township. The Kalamazoo County Sheriff's Office says its initial investigation shows a tree fell on a car. This killed 3 of the family members inside and hurt 3 other members of the same family. We're told 2 of them now are stable this morning, while 1 remains in critical condition.
Moving north, that's where thousands of Michiganders are also dealing with power outages after a major ice storm hits the region. Take a look at these photos from the Michigan State Police showing their cruisers covered in ice. Governor Gretchen Whitmer has activated a state emergency operations center to monitor the situation and coordinate recovery efforts between government officials and the private sector. People in that area are being told to avoid travel if possible.
In New Mexico, the Republican Party says its headquarters was targeted in what it calls a deliberate act of arson. The fire happened in Albuquerque yesterday morning, destroying the entryway to the party's headquarters. The words "ICE equals KKK" also appeared to have been spray painted onto the building. No injuries were reported, and police say the FBI and the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives are leading the investigation.
The death toll from a devastating earthquake in Southeast Asia now stands at more than 1,700 people.
Recovery efforts are underway as rescuers look for the hundreds of people still missing this morning. Derek Waller has the latest.
Screams from the mother of a missing construction worker Sunday in Bangkok, Thailand. 2 days after that 30-story construction site collapsed, sending plumes of ash racing into city streets. This morning, Thai officials say at least 17 people in that country are now confirmed dead, with dozens more injured and unaccounted for. But the worst devastation is some 600 miles north near the epicenter of Myanmar's Mandalay region, where temples and mosques filled with worshippers were reduced to rubble and multiple bridges collapsed. This video there shows nurses in a maternity ward trying to steady cradles as the ground rocks, with one woman falling to her knees to protect a baby. The military that seized government control in a coup 4 years ago now says more than 1,700 people are confirmed dead, another 3,400 injured, and 300 still missing. Americans with family in the region say they're nervous. In New York City, one man says his family is sleeping on the street after finding cracks in the walls of their homes.
Mandalay, the whole city is like, a lot of building collapse. They can't even eat and cook in their kitchen.
They're afraid to go into the house.
Yeah, so they don't have any food to eat.
But amidst tragedy, this glimmer of hope, the birth of this baby born in the midst of commotion. I'm Derek Waller, CBS News.
From Storm Tracker 6, this is Weather on the Sixes, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Looking at our downtown camera, not a lot of danger present on the roadways because there aren't a lot of trees that were affected by the wind yesterday. We had strong gusts though, with gusts actually over 90 miles an hour in Jackson. That's equivalent to around an EF1 tornado, though this was straight line wind, not associated with a tornado. Lansing, 62-mile-an-hour gusts. All of these wind gusts being reported show that there was likely damage associated with it. And now any kind of tree limbs or branches that are down on the roads, they're still possibly out there. This one I saw while I was out chasing in Athens. That actually fell right at the base of a hill. Almost had 2 cars crash into it. Thankfully, it didn't look like they had any problems getting around it once they stopped. Now that storm system is well past us. We just have a few instances of wintry mix and a little drizzle out there. Even that won't do a whole lot. We'll have cloudy skies to give us a gloomy look for most of today, but sunshine will peek back out right around 6 o'clock. Should start to have those clouds decrease around sunset. Cody having some fun, just kind of sitting there like, yes, I expect green paws. And you know what? He can have them. It's green, but still going to be a little chilly, especially after the warm and downright humid day we had yesterday.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of cold today.
Yeah.
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 Well, it's not tornadic.
Exactly. It's going to be calm, and that's all we
Tornadic is
need.
what I meant to say.
Yeah, close
You
enough.
heard me when I said
Yeah,
it.
I got you.
Something close.
Yeah, well.
All right, coming up, we've got a lot to talk about, including something about Nicolau. Got an announcement. We're going to talk about it coming up. All right, the time, 6:38. We'll be